Thanks for listening. This podcast is proudly brought to you by OG Haulage. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share it with a mate.
Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
Two for 22.
Welcome to Get Outdoors with Drew and Cam. We are back again for another week of fun, frivolity,
Oh, there's that big word.
and festiveness.
Festiveness. It's not Christmas yet.
I'm just trying to throw out a whole heap of F words that aren't rude.
Oh, that's why I'll sit here quietly.
How you been, dude?
Yeah, good, man. You know, running around like a headless chook, ticking along. There you go. I'll throw in a new one. Run
Is
around
it a
like a
headless
headless
chook
chook.
or a footless chook?
It's a headless chook.
Oh, good, man.
Yeah, man. So, you know.
I heard you went camping.
Oh, well, it was a bit more than camping. Another backpacking trip. Another bit more.
Some more backpacking.
Yeah, burning more boot leather in the bush.
Nice.
So, yeah, but the fun one with that was we had our big day. So it was it was supposed to be a 3-dayer.
Yep.
We got a call the end of our big day, our second day in there, that, yeah, we need to get home. So after quite a large, extensive exploration between the four of us for the day, we got back to camp at about 5:45. We decided, well, we've got to get home. Now, 5:45 in the Alpine, I can tell you, it's getting pretty dark.
You think you'd be up higher, you'd be right, wouldn't you?
No, you're not. Once
No.
that sun drops behind a ridge, it gets dark quick.
Did the temp drop real
So
quick as well?
The temp wasn't too bad.
Okay.
Now, moon-wise, we didn't have much. It was quite a slither.
Oh, okay.
So there wasn't much light from that.
Yep.
But yeah, we got the message we had to get out. So that's as simple as it is. Now,
Did you spot many animals?
well, we were hunting.
Yeah.
Not really. Quite a windy,
Okay.
rainy sort of day. It
Yep.
wasn't the best weather conditions. I think some of the other hunting parties saw a couple where they were, but that was briefly while the wind dropped off.
Oh,
so,
right.
you know, it was a miserable day to be out,
Yep.
but we're investing in this area, so we're putting boots on the ground
Yeah, man.
and exploring further out.
Yep.
I discovered the hill that I climbed has got a spectacular view at the top, but no real deer sign on the whole hill that we climbed.
Oh, rightio.
And it was rather damp. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Yep.
Like I said, we all met back at camp and decided we've got to get out of here because we need to get home. Now, like I said, it was getting dark. We made the call. We had ummed and ahed and discussed it a little bit. Now, the wind was terrible, like I said.
It did crop up pretty bad.
It came up pretty bad. It was blowing in at us. We were right to hunker in if we had to for the night. That was
Okay.
our original planning.
You had planned for that.
Yeah.
If something goes pear-shaped, you're good.
Yep.
Yep.
So we were going to hunker in, but then we got the call. So, yep, that's an easy decision for us. We're
Bailing.
4 people that have done this sort of stuff quite a bit.
Yeah.
It is off-track hiking, so it is remote.
But you still bailed.
We had 2 personal locator beacons with us. We had 2 satellite GPS communicators, plus my phone. I could still access my Google Maps and get to my waypoints.
Yep.
So we had ways of navigating out. It's steep, undulating terrain, rocky, and unfortunately, when you're walking with a headlamp only, it's
Makes
just
it hard.
a chain of headlamps. You can't really see ahead of you that well to work out, oh, well, it gets rather thick up here, but if we drop off this way 5 metres to the right, we can walk around it.
You don't get the view you would during the day.
Or the luxury of walking around it. You just walk straight through it.
You've got to. Yep.
We ended up punching right up the ridge. We had built a rock cairn because we were, like I said, we were coming back in and out. So we knew we could navigate to that, and then where we were, we had to walk out from there. So we ended up doing that. Now, I'm bringing this up as sort of a caution and a warning, I guess. We are 4 experienced people that have been out in the bush a lot and done this sort of stuff day in, day out where we've had the opportunities.
Yeah.
It's not for the faint of heart. If
No.
you second guess this stuff, that is when you need to say, no, we can't actually do this, and hunker in for the night, ride it
100%.
out, and then
Yep.
walk out the next morning under daylight.
Yep.
It's a safety concern.
Not only if you trip or fall, but where's a clearing to actually camp the night if something doesn't fall out of a tree? Or
Well,
how many aspects are involved in that?
These are the things. So we actually found out halfway up that one bloke's knee was starting to play up.
Yep.
So I ended up taking his rifle and carrying 2 rifles out as well as my backpack just trying to lighten the load for him so we could get him up and out of the bush. It's hard going. We communicate that you need to stop and have a break for 5-10 minutes. We do all that sort of stuff, and it's the same thing if we shoot a big one in there. It's all teamwork.
100%.
Because as soon as you guys go, all right, we're going to keep going, you guys wait there, yeah, that doesn't work. You lose each other. And the bush is that thick, if you lose sight of their headlamps, unless you're yelling out to them and they can actually hear you, which was difficult with the wind and rain that we had.
With the wind, exactly.
Yeah, so you've got to be right on top of it, staying together, calling out, how's everyone travelling?
Yep.
Do you need a spell? What are we doing? Boom, 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 boom.
Keep everyone on the same page.
And
yeah,
then,
100%, man.
Then when the call was, I can see a red car.
Yeah.
Fantastic, we're at the road.
Yep.
That means we're at the esky. Cold refreshments. But it was that cold, windy and rainy up top on the road that we didn't stick around very long either.
Yep.
So, look, we knew the weather forecast wasn't great. We were prepared. We were prepared to stay in there. Our camping spot we have is semi-protected.
Yep.
You are semi-exposed.
Yep.
There is a fallback spot that we have in mind as well. But that's the sort of work we've put into this spot, is working out where we can go. If you need to have a fallback, where is it? Why is it?
And exactly knowing how far away from the car you are, if something was to go pear-shaped,
Yep.
you're actually on top of that.
Yeah, and that's the benefit of having the GPS marks and the waypoints and stuff like that. Like, we were following out, one of the guys has a GPS, Garmin Rhino, so that tracks, that records your walk in.
Yep.
So we were virtually walking on the same line, walking out.
Yeah.
We're not going to be 100%, but we're in the ballpark for it. So, yeah,
Okay.
we know what we've sort of got coming up. But, yeah, and then got up the top to the cars, finally broke out on the road. Wet, cold conditions, so straight in the car with the heater on. Waited for 20 minutes so I could feel my toes again. But, you know.
It's always a way.
Oh, mate, you waterproof your boots and the bush just wet everything
but
through.
it's still cold.
It was still cold.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so then, yeah, just ticked on our way down the hill and got home safely. So,
Yep. Nice.
yeah, home just around 11 o'clock. So, nice early night to bed. But it was good to be home, showered and in your own bed.
A shower. I
Yeah.
tell you go a couple of days when you're cold, you get in a shower, you're like, that is a reward.
Oh, yeah, that is. But with the whole idea with this trip stuff, I
Yeah.
was going to ask you,
Go.
so what's the one place that's really stuck in your head from travelling? I know it's a bit of a leap from a remote backpacking trip to this, but it's the question.
I get it with your backpack trips. Each one of them, you come back and always talk about something you've seen is new. Or if I said to you, last time you went for a backpack trip, what was your highlight? And you go, like, even that photo you took of you and Ryan having a coffee on that bluff.
Yep.
You're like, that to look at the photo for me would have been more epic than just sitting there. But sitting there was more epic than looking at the photo.
Oh, mate, sitting there, it's
Not being
magic.
there.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yep.
They're both two different things. But
Yep.
you look at the photo and you go, oh, you breathe the whole picture in.
Yeah.
When you're there, you're looking at the view, you breathe that in. So that rolls your brain onto what are those times where you breathe it in and you go, I will never forget this.
That one thing sticks, yeah.
I think the hardest part I find, and I remember saying it to you at Craig's hut, when we were sitting there around the fire and we looked, and I've been dirty on human nature for years, that a camera can never, ever grasp what the human eye can see.
It never shows how steep it is.
It'll something so simple. You'll never see the steepness of a hill, but you will never ever capture in a camera what your eye sees and what your brain absorbs. And for everyone, it's different.
The only thing I will counter with there is when I climbed Oberon to photograph the Southern Lights. Your phone will pick up a lot more than what your naked eye sees.
Absolutely.
With that. There are some pointers where it works out.
Yeah.
But that's by using the technology.
But sitting on top of Oberon, you can only take X photo and soak up the detail.
Mate, I stopped taking photos and just watched it.
I remember you saying that.
Yeah.
But daylight on top of Oberon, you turn your head and you're absorbing that much information in your brain that you can see that a camera can't give you. So to look back on what's memorable, when I was a kid, we'd go to Bright every year.
Yep.
I always walked away with something that made me happy. Rafting down the rapids.
Yep.
First time going down the water slide. All these little things that were achievements, that's what I remember. So Bright, Mount Buffalo, when the fires went through, that is a vision I look back on and go, that was just a massive, crazy memory.
Mate, for me, when we were younger, we'd go to Rosebud West every summer.
Yep.
And we'd be down there in the caravan.
Yep.
There was kids that I met that lived in the next suburb over from where we lived. And they'd be down there too.
And you'd all meet up.
You'd all meet up once a year.
Yep.
You might see them every once in a while around town, but
Yep.
you'd meet up once a year, and it was like you'd never left.
That's it.
And we were out with dip nets
Yep.
and snorkel and mask chasing toadfish.
Yep.
And that is something I still look back on and
Exactly.
smile about, because you'd bring a bucket of toadfish, we'd collate them all in a bucket, bring them all in, and you'd find where all the girls were swimming, and you'd let them go right near them and listen to the screams.
The first time I snorkeled under Rosebud Pier,
Yep.
I walked up there and snorkeled under it, and we were pulling mussels off the pier and eating them fresh.
Yep.
And I'm like, that core memory.
Yeah. And this is the thing. It can be something as simple as, like I said, snorkeling around catching toadfish with a dip net.
Spot on.
Yeah.
But for trips and stuff like that, like the first time I took Viv, that was, I can't call it our first date, but our first camping trip was epic in so many little ways that the farmer actually went, your XF ute will not get in and out of this paddock, it's going to rain. Here's my old Triton ute that was 3-wheel drive.
Get you in there.
Climbed in, climbed out with road tyres.
Yeah.
He's like, mate, just get a run up. I'm like, you betcha, buddy.
Yep.
Third gear, up this hill. We're in and out of there, went up the pub. They gave us discount drinks. But it was that whole experience that I never forget.
Yep. And see, it doesn't even need to really be a big trip, does it?
No.
To have that memory. Like, it can be a simple one.
I would say the trips that we spent the most dollars on have less core memories than the smaller trips with low dollars have had bigger memories. Like, exactly as we discussed in a couple of eps ago, we go to Port Welshpool every year, right? It's low money. A couple of the photos we shared from last episode where we talked about, again, the repeat offenders trip.
Yep.
Everyone brings food together. We all cook it. We throw it on the back of a ute.
Everybody helps themselves.
And we're having a dirty big smorgasbord.
Yep.
And in that, everyone's laughing and asking and talking. And the community involved in that of once a year that guaranteed everyone meets up is an absolute core memory. And our girls have grown up with that. The other families have grown up with that. Whatever you do during the year doesn't matter because you look forward to that trip. And I think if you're doing the right thing, you will find something that you go, we're doing that again.
See, we used to have the annual hound hunting trip where we'd go away for the week and hunt for the week.
Yes.
Now, you'd hunt with the same people every weekend, and it was great fun. I loved every minute of it. But the week away was different. You didn't hunt as much because one day you're done. That's it. We're done for the day. We're happy.
Yes.
You're back in camp by 10. All right, we need to go get firewood. But you turned up and you'd go, here's my 2 kilos of potatoes. Here's my pumpkin. Here's my 2 kilos of onions.
Yep.
You turned up and it all chipped in, and you had the big cook up, like you said, at the end of the day.
And that's about community.
Everybody gets in and helps out, has a cook up. And, mate, I say we were cooking up, but we'd be having crayfish up a dargo. And, you know, what was it? We had a hog deer roast with crackling.
Would you say for yourself that your best memories have included whatever activity you're doing, but community get together in that time?
Yes, but also solo adventuring, because
But that's a personal achievement.
no, it's not even that. It's we were away on a family trip.
Yeah.
When I was younger.
Yeah.
My parents took us to now Gary, Fraser Island.
Oh, yeah.
Back then.
Gary.
You know what I remember the most?
No.
Waking up and going to the toilet block early in the morning.
Yeah.
And watching a dingo that's managed to steal, you know, those upright that everybody keeps their cereal in Tupperware containers with the pop top lid?
Yes.
This dingo has managed to get it from someone's camp, walk it out into the middle of the road, and I can close my eyes and still see this image of a dingo with its head wedged in that container.
Oh, wow.
Eating every bit of cereal it could get down its gullet. And, mate, this was at Lake Mackenzie campsite.
Yeah.
On Fraser Island, and the thing I have remembrance of is finding a log full of single shoes, like I told you about in the previous episode.
Yeah.
The dingoes were knocking them off from the campsite and stashing them all in this one log for some
That
reason.
is gold.
I was going to bring them all back. I thought, no, he's done a fair bit of work. He can keep them. Pretty sure those people have left by now.
Yeah.
But yeah, this dingo with its head wedged in a cereal container, that's a memory. I went swimming in Lake Mackenzie. It was crystal clear water, white sand. You could see till it just went blue.
Yep.
It's simple things.
Yeah.
That's what
You're
I mean
right.
by that solo adventuring. I was the only one that saw it.
Yeah.
The campers that own the cereal
So-
bowl saw the empty cereal container.
It's more
and-
so the solo memory.
Yeah, the memory, yeah.
I remember whenever we talked about Bright in a group, before Dad passed away, if you ever brought up Bright, he'd go, yeah, my son. And I'm like, yeah, Dad, what? And he's like, I still remember getting a couple of parents coming, not yelling at Dad, but telling me off in front of him. Mm-hmm. As a kid, I went and got the sprinkler, set it up in front of the girls' toilets. So whenever a girl came out, I was hiding and I'd turn the sprinkler on.
Yep.
Right,
That's
and he
just a
would
young fella having some
laugh his head
mischief.
off.
Yep.
Exactly right.
Yep.
But that was the creativity of me as a kid.
Yep.
But on the flip side of that, and I remember this memory well, the power went out at the caravan park we had in Rosebud. The caravan we had in Rosebud. Mm-hmm. And the first thing I did, there was friends of mine's grandmother. She had a van there as well. As soon as the power went out, I went to Mum and Dad, where's the torch? They're like, why is that? Mrs., I remember her last name, I won't say it on the potty, has lost power. She can't see where she's going. They're like, oh, here's a torch. We've got one as well. So I went and got a torch and helped her straight away. That was my instant reaction. So, yes, I was a bit of a rugrat as a kid. But
Everybody
also,
was. Everyone was.
I had that in the back of my mind as well. I just naturally went and helped people that were less fortunate.
The best thing was it was before phone, so no one could video you and
Bingo.
say that you did this.
Yeah, exactly right. It was women that walk up and go, your son wet me, and Dad's like, really? You'll be right.
And you stood there while you turned the sprinkler on.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. But it's so hard because you and I, we've talked on the potty quite a bit about Cape York, and now we're currently, as this podcast drops, in Longreach, Birdsville, that area.
Now you're putting pressure on yourself to be there when this drops.
It'll drop. Don't worry. Yeah, remembering the littler things. Like, I do recall showing the girls stuff that I knew about, that when we travelled and I showed them, even dog on the tucker box, they'd look at it.
Gun to guy?
They'd look at it and go, what is this? And you explain it to them and they go, wow.
Yeah.
It's that extra.
I've got photos of us as kids in front of the dug on the tucker box.
I think everyone does it
Yeah.
at least once.
Yep.
You've got to.
Yeah, I mean, another one I remember, and it was a simple thing because my uncle and auntie would turn up at Rosebud, my grandma would turn up at Rosebud, and we'd get up and we'd go and have breakfast with grandma.
Yep.
And now, this little old woman loved it to bits. She would buy Cocoa Pops, Fruit Loops, all the stuff that you never had at home when you were a kid.
Oh, dude.
And she'd spoil us.
Yes.
And she'd go, rightio, the cartoons are on the TV. You'd turn up, the cartoons were on the TV. I'm talking primary school age.
Warner Brothers. Yep.
You know, you used to wake up on a Saturday and go up and watch the TV.
How's that for a cool memory?
You had to stay quiet so you didn't wake mum and dad up when they're sleeping. So we'd get up, go over there. Cartoons were already on. Grandma, why are you watching cartoons? I'm not. I just turned it on because I knew you guys would be here soon. And then, what do you
Next
have?
thing you know, you got a bowl of Cocoa Pops in front of you.
And it's those little things, and you don't even really think about it. But sometimes I hope this jogs a core memory for somebody like that, because it's brought a smile to my face thinking about it.
Both of us, dude. Absolutely.
And it's those little things.
Yes.
So I know we ask people to send stuff through. If you're happy to send through one of them, just send it through, because, if it can bring a smile to somebody else's face.
100%.
Yeah.
I love the core memories thing of when we were kids, and it's not just watching a TV.
Yeah.
But as soon as the cartoons ran out at, 9 o'clock-ish?
Yep.
Something like that, you were bang on your bike, you were gone.
Off on the treadly and gone. Down the beach, go for a swim, get
Parents would
sunburned.
be like, no, hang around, we've got to do something. You're like, but my mates are there, we've got bikes.
Yeah.
Let's get on the beach.
Yeah. See, like even my other grandparents, they're up on the Murray. I remember going up there and running around through the bulrushes with a pack of dogs trying to flush foxes. We never
100%.
didn't have a gun. We had no hope. You'd just see a fox take off, but you'd hope the dogs would try and get on top of it. But
you never thought as a kid, though, if the dogs get it,
what are we actually going to do?
What are we going to do with it then?
Yeah. But, we were off doing that sort of stuff all the time. And, walking with your cousins and having a chat, just random stuff that probably means nothing in the scheme of things, but it meant something to you back then.
It gave you something. I remember we had an uncle and auntie that lived out the back of Castlemaine, and he's like, do you want to come and get the cow? And I'm like, yeah. here I am in normal clothes. And he's like, grab the tail. That's how you steer the cow. So I'm walking behind this cow, steering it round corners.
Or
I'm
you get
pulling the
kicked
tail.
by it.
Or this thing never kicked us. But he's like, do you want to sit on it?
cow?
I'm like,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in my brain, I went, I'm going to be a rodeo rider. Get on this cow and you walk along going, I am all that and a bag of chips.
Yeah.
Until you fall off.
Well, see, my grandparents they were dairy farmers.
Yep.
So we'd stay up there and
Yeah.
you'd hear Pa get up, take the ute, get the dog.
Yeah.
And you'd hear the cows walking in the morning to get milk. And you'd go, tomorrow, I'm going to get the cows in for him.
Yeah.
And now that I've done dairy, I know that you've walked them out of a paddock.
Yep.
You need to put them in a different paddock.
Yep.
You've got to set that up before you get to the dairy. No, I just turned up. Here's your cows, Pa. Well, thanks, but they're an hour early, and where are they going? It's
Why doesn't
things
that
like
surprise me about you, though?
Oh, mate, I used to get in all sorts of mischief up there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it was harmless mischief as well.
It was. And like we said, we keep coming back. This is that whole
Your core memory.
your trip that you always remember. And it's as simple as going to the beach with your grandparent and having breakfast with your grandparents.
I want to throw out the flip side. And I mean, there's been different things I've heard people say and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. How many times do you reckon your kid's ever going to sit there and go, remember when I cooked this and this in the microwave? It tasted great. Or
No.
I remember as a kid and I look back and go, do you remember watching Kit or the A-Team?
Yes.
Knight Rider,
Well,
sorry.
actually, you've got 10 years on me, so no.
I do. You're right. It was the 80s when that
Yeah.
stuff was coming out.
Yeah.
I remember those shows, but you had 30 minutes to watch it. That was it. You
Yep.
never saw that one again because they never did replays.
Yep.
And things like that.
Unless it was MASH.
But exactly. That's just finished, hasn't it? Yeah. But you look back and you go, these are the core memories that I love because right at that point, you're like, TV's off. Now what do we do? There was no computers. Mm-hmm. There was no phones. What do you do now? Oh, ride my bike.
I'll ride around the streets till I find all the other bikes in the front yard. Then I know where all my friends are.
Exactly right.
Yep.
Or you knocked on the front door and said, oh, hi, is Cam home? Yes, he is. I'll go get him for you. Cam, bike, now, go.
I still want to do that to random mates. Just turn up. Hey, you want to come ride bikes?
And if they don't laugh, they weren't your friend.
That's right. But, this is the thing I look at. I'm trying to build these things for my kids with these day trips that we do. 'Cause
Yes.
We don't get away for the big trips.
Yep.
We do a heap of little day trips.
Yep.
So, it's trying to build those memories out of those.
So, bit of a thinking question for you. Do you think because you enjoyed this stuff as a kid that we try to encourage our children to enjoy it too?
I'm trying to encourage my children to enjoy it, to give them the opportunities that I had as a kid for the knowledge, the love, the passion of what I have for it today. And in the hope that it continues with their kids.
Yeah.
Because, like I always say, it's quoting Doug Duran, it's not ours, it's just our turn.
I agree.
And getting out and seeing what we have.
But
I'll probably never leave Australia to travel, to be honest.
But do you think what we feel, the joy we feel when we look back on the cool times we had, like me liloing down the rapids in Bright and falling off and getting back on and, I can't wait for the next rapids. Or
Yep.
I think that as we've gotten older, we've become protective like our parents were less of, or our parents didn't know what we were doing. I'd say I'd go for a swim and then I'm at the top of the rapids with a lilo, belting down these rapids, and I was told when they found out, don't do it again. But the fun that I had, do we try and pass it on because we felt the fun?
Like I said, I want my kids to develop I don't think they have to develop the passion. I think they have it already.
Yeah. Because you want them to experience, at least have the opportunity to experience the passion that you felt. Is that right?
Yes.
Because everyone's
and
different, don't forget.
you know what? I'm not going to tell my kids off for riding a lilo down the rapids. I'm going to say to them, right, you've got to be careful of this, this, and this.
This is what you look for.
It's education
Yep.
for them to go and do something because, what is it? It's kids learn by mistakes.
Yes.
And it's about mitigating the risk for those mistakes. Let them go for it.
Yes.
Let them find out that when that rock hits the bottom of the lilo, it punches you in the guts through the
Yeah.
lilo and it hurts. I can tell you that because I've done it myself.
Yes.
So
And
I
it
can
wasn't
also-
until you did it that you knew about it.
I can tell you that the idea of putting a surfboard in the Yarra at Yarra Glen and try and paddle to Warrandyte in a day
Yeah.
on a surfboard
Yeah.
is not achievable. You get cold before you get to you get cold before you get to Lilydale. But this was an idea I had when I was probably 18.
Oh, that's
I had one other
gold.
fella that said, "Yeah, cool. That sounds like a great idea."
Yeah.
Dropped off. We ended up hiking out through some dude's paddock to the road.
That is awesome.
Some poor person picked up two dudes walking down the road to the back of Lilydale carrying surfboards. All right? This was just a random idea I had.
Yes.
Let's go do this. Let's go adventuring. And that's where you learn things.
That's it. And I mean, I quite often think back exactly the question I asked you, though. The passion and the joy that I remember as a kid is doing these things to the point of I was doing some work around the house with some wood and the girls go, "Can we build a birdhouse?"
Yep.
As a parent, I went, "Oh, bugger me, really? I'm trying, you know what? This is about you learning a trade." So I gave them the circ saw, showed them how to use
Yep.
it.
Mitigated risk.
I turned around and went, I am a parent that I'm trying to teach my child skills that I would if you came to me and said, "Drew, how do I operate a circ saw or how do I hang a door or whatever that I can teach you?" I should be treating my child in a better way to give them more information than what I need to give to you because
Yes.
they're learning. You have more of a knowledge of life than what they do.
Other night, I was doing a little bit of doom scrolling, looking through reels. I always look through reels to try and post them to our socials. I saw one. It's a young bloke using a handheld circular saw, cutting a piece of 2x4 in the shed. His safety glasses were on the ground behind him.
Yes.
That's teaching him something quite valuable. You are working with power tools.
To go in that
you're
rough
wearing-
sense of,
yeah,
he'd say, yeah, you're dead right.
yeah. So I mean,
You can't hear beauty. You need to be able to see it.
I didn't say beauty, but anyway.
I know, but I'm trying to spin it for other parents.
Well, I
but
was just trying to be clean with
Polite.
it. Yeah, polite
Yes.
with it. But it emphasises that, you need to wear the safety gear. That's what it's there for. Wear it.
exactly
you know?
right.
So that's that mitigated risk. The kid that wants to smash up a pumpkin with a hatchet, go for it, mate. But make sure you've got shoes on that have got good toes on them.
And always swing it away from
Always
you,
swing
not
it away
towards
from
you.
Let's have it up on a block of wood so it's going to be elevated so you're not swinging between your legs.
Look, even as a job, years ago, I was doing something. I think I was belting a star picket in. And something so simple. I mean, kids always go, "Can I swing the axe?" Absolutely you can. But this is how we're going to start off with something small.
Yep.
I was banging a star picket in. Next thing I know, I've swung the sledgy, missed it, and I hit myself in the ankles that hard that I fell to the ground. It took my feet out from under me.
That's an educational experience.
Dude, it was highly educational. Once your feet leave the ground, you will fall.
5 kilos equals against an ankle
It
equals
could have been
gravity.
it could have been a broken ankle.
Yep.
But I learnt very quickly that I don't need to swing it like an axe.
No. I learnt very quickly the similar, and it's lots of little taps. Still drive it in.
100%.
Yep.
300 taps versus 2 hits.
Yep.
Still works.
That's
but
right.
You're safer.
Yes. Yes, it is.
I'm a firm believer in kids learning
Yep.
by failure. Absolutely. No one can learn anything without failing.
You go back many, many episodes ago when me and my young bloke built that bike jump.
Oh, 100%.
We spoke about it. We talked through it. We went through it all. We built it.
Yes.
Dad, it's too steep. Okay, cool.
And you said, "Don't look at the tree," and he did, and he found it.
And he found it. But this is the thing. These are learning experiences. So
Exactly right.
We took the jump. We made the jump. He made the jump with me.
Yes.
We built it. He said it's too steep. Rightio, how can we fix this?
Yeah.
So we actually fixed it and we discussed it. The other day I did a bit of servicing on my car.
Yep.
New brake pads and rotors.
Yep.
On the fronts, golden rule that I always had, if you've jacked up the car, you put the wheels back on, you've done up the wheel nuts. Front wheels don't have handbrake attached.
Correct.
So put them back down on the ground. What's the first thing you do?
Tension
Check
them.
the tension. Check the tension on the wheel nuts.
Spot on.
And these are the things that I talk through with them, and I'll say the same thing with my daughter. Come out and learn this. Help me bleed the brakes.
I had to change a tyre on Viv's the other week.
Yep.
She had a puncture. So we actually got the girls out there with us and took an extra 40 minutes to do it, but they actually know how to change a tyre now.
And that is a big thing.
Bingo.
that's a life lesson that they keep with them the whole way through. I remember Dad took the wheel off and then he stuck it under the car. So if it falls, it's going to land on the wheel. At least
we can get the jack back
That's
under
right.
it.
Yeah.
Spot on, dude.
It's all these little things that you're helping teach, and it's through core memories and stuff like that you've done.
Dead right.
So,
Dead right.
I know it's a bit of a rambling style episode again,
but
that
actually rolls back to you being out in the bush. That you've learnt over time that if the weather does become too bad, there is a potential for danger.
Yes.
And you've learnt that over time.
And mitigated risk.
And you've mitigated the risk and gone, you know what, we're actually set up well enough that either A, we can camp it, or B, we can't. We're getting out of here. There are reasons. We move on. But by your failures, you've had the experience of learning more. And that applies with kids doing new things, you being out in the bush, me doing travelling, as we discussed in previous episodes about looking after vehicles and things like that as well. So,
everyone is constantly doing a dynamic risk assessment depending on what it doesn't matter what activity you're doing in life, you're doing them without even realising.
100%.
So, look, mate, like I said, it was a rambly episode, but we got there.
No, it's always good information, dude. People who quite often say they love our episodes where we just do a random talk about different stuff.
Yeah.
It hits a bone in somebody somewhere.
Well, that's it. And like we've always said, we'd love to hear from you. Your core memory of a favourite holiday destination as a kid. Remembering, like I did, seeing that dingo with its head wedged in a cereal container.
100%.
Send through any of those. We'd love to hear from you. So.
Yeah, the more stories we got, the more we can share, and the more people information they get, the
that's
better.
It, yeah. So.
Fantastic. All right, buddy, we'll wrap this up for this week.
Wrap it up here.
We'll be back next week with another fantastic episode.
We will be. We always are.
And we always
check in on our mates. All right.
Cheers
all.